Kira here, theater kid turned content and social media strategist, and I'm here for another edition of Marketing Before the Matinee. Happy Tuesday. Today, we're going to talk about the importance of building community. Now, what does that mean exactly? I feel like it's kind of a buzzword in the marketing space. People want to build community, have communities, make money off communities. It's really easy to talk about it without really talking about it. You know what I mean? So today, let's really talk about it. I want to ask you 2 or 3 questions that might prompt some ideas about how you could build community. First, let's talk about your sponsors. Do you have businesses or individuals that are sponsoring your theater? When was the last time you engaged them in marketing activities? Have you thought about having them be part of a video series where they talk about why it's so important for them to support the art that you're doing? That might be a great way to engage them. Give them visibility, give them content that they can post on their channels. Another question I want you to ask yourself is, what does my community feel like? I know this sounds kind of maybe woo woo, but honestly, marketing is part art, part science, and a lot of heart and emotions. At the end of the day, there's so much psychology that's a part of it. So when you think about your community, what do you want it to feel like for the members that are part of that community? Not just, I want them to support the theater. I want them to buy tickets. I want them to buy sponsorships. I want them to become subscribers that pay, monthly or annual fees to get a certain amount of show tickets and etc. I want you to think about how they feel when they walk into your theater, how they feel when they meet someone else who knows your theater and how much they love it. So, for just a moment, stop thinking about your community as just a way to make money. Absolutely, it's helpful to have great funding to create art. However, let's take a step back from that for a moment. The communities that really thrive are communities that create a feeling. When you think about the communities that you're a part of that are the most supportive, when you step into those spaces, whether they're in person or virtual, how do you feel? Have you asked yourself lately, how does your community feel? Do they feel like they're this really cohesive group of individuals that are on a mission to support the art that you're creating? And it's so much more than money, it's a vibe? Or are they just a collection of people that buy tickets and subscriptions regularly? That's a really important question to ask. What vibe, what feeling do you want your community members to have? And how do they know when they step into your community, again, virtually or in person? How do they know they're there? What are the signals that they feel emotionally when they step into those spaces? And last but not least, when we're talking about community, every time you have a show, I want you to sit down and think about what businesses, what individuals, what organizations in this community might be interested in collabing with me on something creative to produce or promote an upcoming show that we have going on. There's so many great examples of this in New York City and regional theaters all over the country. Well, let's talk about Anything Goes. Great musical, fun music, takes place on a boat. Are there marinas near your theater? Do you have locations that are close to lakes or the ocean, the coastline? Are there ways that you could interact with marinas or lakeside restaurants or oceanside restaurants where you have little cabaret performances to kind of give a sneak peek that kind of carry the same vibes of the show? That's just one example, but look for opportunities to connect the show with your community. I really hope this is helpful. Put some ideas in the comments or any questions that you might have about these community ideas. And I can't wait to share more about building community as we move forward. Have a great week.